I've got a little bit of time today, so I figured I would pick up the camera and do a couple things on the fish tanks. We need to do a couple maintenance things to the aquariums, but while we're doing that, we're gonna be acclimating one of the LPS corals that's in the 38 gallon and put it into the 20 gallon. So as you guys know, the 20 gallon is soon to be set up as an LPS only reef tank, and then the 38 gallon will be a softie only reef tank. But we've got a green bubble and a Duncan coral in the 38, so we're gonna be transferring that over to the 20 gallon today. So we've got our station kind of set up. What we need to do is clean the glass on each of the tanks. I've also been needing to do this, but I'm gonna change out the GFO or the Chemi Pure Blue on the 38 gallon. It's been a few months since I've changed out the single packet, so I think once we do that, we should drop down our phosphates a little bit. I don't know why I still have algae in this tank. Most of the hair algae is gone. However, I've got bubble algae now. And the urchin that I have in here has been doing a good job at cleaning some of it up. However, there's, I think, too much for a single urchin to clean it. So I might add some more urchins, but I need other suggestions on how to get rid of bubble algae. Let's do a very quick update on each of the tanks, starting with the 3.7 gallon. This tank has been doing really good. You guys might see that we don't have the dragon's tongue or the dragon's breath, I forget which one it is, but it's the red macroalgae that I had started in this tank along with the Chaeto. We have a little bit of it in this back chamber in the all-in-one, just seeing if it'll grow out, but it didn't look well. It was wilting and losing a lot of color, so we ended up taking it out. However, the Chaeto's doing good. I do think it has grown a little bit over the past couple of weeks. The shrimp is doing awesome. This guy used to hide a ton, and now he is out and about, always just perched up on rocks, and he's just been really active, which is super nice, so he's doing good. And the two snails that we have in here, they're somewhere in there, but they're also doing good as well. We do need to top off this tank, so we're gonna grab our trusty old jug here with some fresh RODI water, and on the tank I've got these little lines here, this little black line back there, that just lets me know where the water level needs to be at. So it has dropped down, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch today, so we're just gonna pour some water in here. No harm, no foul, and tank is topped off. So that's pretty much what I have to do on a daily basis. Literally takes 10 seconds, and having this nice little easy jug is much easier to pour into the tank than say this 5 gallon bucket right here. Above the 3.7 gallon, we of course have the 20 gallon now LPS tank, since we are putting in the green bubble today, but this tank is doing good. It had a little bit of diatoms on the sand bed about a week ago. There is some coming back, but nothing crazy. Royal Grama that's in the tank is still in there, and he has been coming out a little bit more often, but he's still pretty skittish. So every time I kind of walk up to the tank, he'll go back to his original hiding spot, which is way tucked up back there. But I have seen him under this little cave here, so I think he's getting used to the tank. I think hopefully adding coral in will maybe make him feel a little bit more at home. And yeah, this thing's rocking. Sliding over to the 38 gallon, we're not gonna talk too much about this tank because it's pretty much looked the same, and it's been doing the same for the past like 2 months, which is awesome. Everything is open and looking pretty lush. I did switch these two corals up top, so this green leather on the side here was where these star polyps were, but it kept falling over and they kept colliding. So I ended up splitting them and switching them, and I think they're doing good now. So this tank's looking awesome. I'm still super happy with the progress of this tank. And yeah, I'm excited to get the LPS out of this tank and free up this corner. I'm gonna move around a couple of the toadstools. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see a new addition to this corner. Now that we ran through and did a quick update on the tanks, let's go ahead and start with some of the maintenance. So we're gonna go ahead and clean the glass first on the 3.7 gallon. We're gonna grab our, oh man, everything is just super messy. I swear I'm more organized than this, but this is our algae glass cleaner, scraper, whatever you want to call it. It's not the blade like this one, so we will be using this on the 38 gallon, but just for the 3.7, we're gonna be using this guy. This tank is so small and really easy to take care of. Of course, I wouldn't recommend a Pico to a beginner, but if you are a somewhat experienced reefer, I think you can handle maybe a 5 gallon Pico. And these things, like cleaning the glass right here, this is literally gonna take, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe, and then we'll be done. I have yet to do a water change on this tank. Oh no, the Chaeto, no. Big bro moment. But yeah, this thing is super easy. Even something like that is no worries. We'll just move it back and this thing will look solid right after. Moving on to the 20 gallon, I'm a little kind of scared to, we can get this lid off here. I'm a little scared to do maintenance on this tank lately because of the Royal Grama. Every time I take the lid off, I'm scared that this thing is gonna jump out of the tank. So we're gonna move slowly on this aquarium. I'm gonna try to film it, but we're gonna get the same glass cleaner out of here. And I don't think I need to teach you guys how to clean glass, but we're starting top to bottom. I also completely forgot that we were supposed to acclimate the bubble coral while we're cleaning the tanks. So let's go ahead and fill up this little bag with a little bit of water. We're gonna grab this cup here and get some of the water from the 38 gallon and start slowly acclimating this thing. The bubble coral has only been acclimating for, I don't know, about 20 minutes now. We are about to clean the glass on the 38 gallon. However, we just changed out that small pack of ChemiPure Blue down there. So we got some new fresh GFO in the softy only reef tank. And we also took out that last little frag rack in the corners. So we're starting to clear up this left corner over here. We just have the Duncan left and the bubble will soon be put in to the 20 gallon. So very excited. We're making some progress. Glass is now clean on the 38 gallon and this thing cleans up really well. Not that the glass was incredibly dirty, but as you guys can tell, it might look a little bit shiny now. So we have acclimated the green bubble for about 30 minutes now. We're gonna go for another 30 minutes. It's still looking good in the bucket and the 20 gallon is starting to settle and it's also looking really good. So I'm excited to see if the green bubble stays open in the 20 gallon because the lights are only on for about another hour and a half. I'm not expecting the green bubble to be fully open and looking good today. So hopefully once the light turns on tomorrow, we'll get a better look at it and see it fully open. It has been a full hour since the green bubble coral has been acclimating, so I think we're gonna go ahead and put it into the tank. I think we are planning on putting it somewhere in this section. It's on a frag plug, so I think we can fit it in one of these small holes on this purple rock if it'll focus. So somewhere around there. So the bubble coral is in. I think we're happy with where it's at. We of course can change it over time and move stuff around, but for right now I think I'm okay with that. It's kind of just wedged in between these two rocks on that frag plug, and it is a little bit closed up right now. I'm sure it's still acclimating a little bit, but in general it seems like it's doing okay. The lights are gonna turn off in about 30 minutes. We should still be able to examine it a little bit more even when the lights are off. But of course in the morning, that's really gonna be where we're gonna see if this thing is doing good or not. As you guys can probably tell, new day. So here it is in all of its glory. The green bubble is doing good. So it looks like all the polyps are extended out, the bubbles look really plump, and of course the color and everything is looking good. So I think we're good. Since the green bubble is doing so well, I'm kind of curious about putting the Duncan in. Now I don't want to rush anything. I should probably give it a couple of days to really see how the bubble does. But the Duncan is just as hardy, if not a hardier coral. So I think it should be okay. We're gonna give it a couple of days, but that thing's going in the 20 gallon soon. If you guys want more frequent updates on what happens with the tanks, whether it's the 20 gallon or any of these tanks, then be sure to check out my Instagram because I post on my story and I post a lot more on just the feed on Instagram. So you guys will get more updates there, but we will definitely be posting about the green bubble here soon. So that is pretty much all I've got for you guys tonight. The tank itself, we've been trying to get going for at least like 2 or 3 months now. So the fact that we're finally at this point where the green bubble is in the 20 gallon is really exciting. But yeah, the Duncan is next. Drop it in the comments down below what kind of LPS corals you guys want to see in the 20 gallon. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.